Waking up to this is all too common for Angela Miller.
It's definitely annoying and very frustrating.
The horns make sleeping tough for everyone at her house just a half-mile away from this train yard.
During the day, it's to be expected. I don't think it would bother me as much if I didn't have a baby sleeping, but you know, at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I mean, it's literally all hours of the night.
It's part of the reason Temple is paying $25,000 to come up with a quieter solution for a necessary tool. Though they can be a nuisance for some people, train experts tell me that engineers are only trying to keep people and cars off the roads when engineers reach for their horns or their bells.
If they have kids that are out playing or something like that and the train is approaching, the horn will signal and the children are warned. Cars are warned to try to cross the grades.
Ideas already being tossed around are allowing trains to run without horns or even getting rid of some railroad crossings.
For a long time, the railroad's been the center of a lot of activity, and just with the development of the community, a lot of cities now are looking at trying to reduce railroad crossings.
Tonight, the council approved that study, which means they'll monitor traffic at 3 busy intersections next week. Their data will then be compared with numbers nationwide. For Angela Miller, that study may be the key to finally getting a good night's rest.
I would definitely appreciate that if they could change something about that.
The scene at Chisholm Trail in Salado is a heartbreaking one. Homeowners either had their items piled up outside or they were hanging in trees across the road. Homeowner Steve Hannick saw water at his house rise at least 18 feet.
And what about this couch right here you were telling me?
Well, that's exactly where we found it when we came in. So the water raised it up and deposited it there.
What floor are we on right now?
This is actually the 2nd floor.
Hannick said he couldn't recognize his own home when he was finally able to step in. Family mementos thrown around, shattered, mud caked at least a ½ inch thick on his carpet. His front wall.
Holding this wall up, we think, is that can of Hershey's cocoa.
Water's made him worried before, but his home has never been hit this hard.
This is kind of might be a backbreaker for us. We might have to seriously consider a little higher ground next time.
The 5 years he spent making a home with his family rushed out as soon as the river of water poured in.
This one touches a little bit closer to the heart.
The few, the dedicated and only the most serious shoppers made their once-a-year pilgrimage for an American tradition, Black Friday sales. Braving freezing temperatures, missing out on Thanksgiving dinner at home with family, and even sleep. They lined up for days outside the Best Buy in Killeen to get their hands on that shiny new marked-down gadget.
Well, 5 hours.
Is this exactly what you guys wanted?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
It was totally worth it.
A camera for my mom. I'm not getting anything. I'm just here with her. I'm being a trooper with her.
First in line was Alfonso, who began camping out with his friends Wednesday morning. They huddled inside what he called their man cave.
So we got a canopy, 4 tarps, heater, generator, TV, DVD player, and laptop to watch the Dallas game.
Once the doors opened, it was business as usual. No pushing, no shoving, just as lines as far as the eye could see. The store manager said the items everyone grabbed were your usual suspects.
What do you see flying off the shelves today?
Video gaming, the Xbox Connect, all of our video game products are flying off. Laptops, we've sold a few hundred laptops already this morning.
Despite the hundreds of people, he was pretty proud how his store ran like clockwork.
Oh, this isn't madness. I like all the, a lot of happy customers and a lot of happy employees.
Everyone we talked to came back with no regrets, and they all vowed to be back next year doing the same exact thing. Everyone, that is, except Alfonso, who was waiting since Wednesday. Instead of making a beeline for what he wanted when the doors flew open, he made a mistake, got distracted, and, well, got stuck in another line.
I was 50th in line, and like I am now. And I've been waiting since Wednesday, so I did something wrong, I don't know. But I'll fix it next year if I come.
In Killeen, Rob Munoz, News Channel 25.
Teams of life field. At 5:25 this morning, a Temple police officer saw this. Flames shooting from the roof of the First Baptist Church close to where their administration offices are located. It then spread to the sanctuary and daycare, never reaching the whole church due to firewalls, which stopped the fire from spreading.
That assignment brought in off-duty personnel. At this point, I would say we probably have close to between 60 to 70 fire department personnel from Temple working the fire. We also have mutual aid.
Thomas Peckall, Temple Fire Department spokesman, says firefighters from Belton, Rogers, Troy, Academy, Moffett, and Morgan's Point helped tame the blaze. While firefighters tried controlling the flames, Temple police controlled the streets.
We have assisted the fire department in any way possible with setting up a perimeter around this entire block. We have 4 to 5 officers manning different posts, keeping vehicle traffic out of that block, so that the fire hoses and all the equipment don't get damaged by people driving through.
Once firefighters had the blaze under control, they brought in a crane to demolish part of the wall, looking to get rid of any hot spots they missed. Temple Police Sergeant Brad Hunt says most importantly, no one was seriously injured.
There is a loss of property, a loss of some historic items, I'm sure, and that is heartbreaking, but not as obviously the focus is on the personal safety of the firefighters and the people around, and we're glad that that's going well.